Taylor Swift, the pop titan whose voice has soundtracked heartbreak and healing for a generation, recently peeled back the curtain on one of the most joyous chapters in her inner circle, the opulent wedding of her longtime confidante Selena Gomez to music producer Benny Blanco. The ceremony, a lavish affair in the sun-kissed hills of Santa Barbara, unfolded like a fairy tale scripted by the stars themselves, drawing nearly 200 guests into a weekend of revelry estimated to cost a staggering $4 million. Swift, 35, who jetted in from her own whirlwind of album promotions and tour residuals, shared her unfiltered emotions during a candid chat on SiriusXM's The Morning Mashup, her words a balm of sincerity amid the event's splendor. Describing Gomez not merely as the most beautiful bride, but the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, Swift's voice cracked with genuine elation, underscoring a friendship forged in the crucibles of fame, scrutiny, and shared survival. The wedding itself was a masterclass in understated grandeur, transforming a sprawling coastal estate into a vision of romance straight from a Hollywood backlit. Nestled against the Pacific's azure expanse, the venue, a historic hacienda with terracotta roofs and bougainvillea-draped arches, served as the perfect canvas for Gomez's vision. Vows were exchanged under a floral chuppah woven from white roses and eucalyptus, its branches heavy with the scent of fresh blooms airlifted from Dutch greenhouses. Guests, attired in a palette of soft ivories and seafoam greens, wandered manicured gardens where string quartets played a bespoke medley of the couple's favorite tunes. From Gomez's Come and Get It reimagined as a waltz to Blanco's production flourishes layered into acoustic covers of Swift's Lover. The cost breakdown, whispered among event planners, tallied floral installations at $500,000, a custom cake tiered like a jeweled crown at $50,000, and a fleet of vintage Bentleys for guest shuttles that ferried A-listers from helipads to the altar. Swift's attendance was more than ceremonial. It was cathartic, a full-circle moment for two women who met as Disney darlings and matured into multifaceted moguls. Their bond, cemented during Gomez's turbulent 2010s, bipolar diagnoses, lupus battles, high-profile heartbreaks, has been a quiet anchor, with Swift often the first call in crises, Gomez the steadfast cheerleader at Eras tour openings. At the reception, held in a grand ballroom aglow with crystal chandeliers, Swift reportedly delivered a speech that left not a dry eye in the house. Standing at a podium swathed in silk, microphone in hand like an extension of her guitar, she recounted their first meeting at a 2008 awards show afterparty, two wide-eyed teens navigating red carpets and rumors. Selena taught me that beauty isn't in the spotlight, it's in the shadows we share, she quipped, drawing laughter before pivoting to Blanco. Benny, you didn't just win her heart, you harmonized it. The room, filled with echoes of applause, felt the weight of that truth. Blanco, the behind-the-scenes wizard behind hits for Rihanna and Maroon 5, had been Gomez's rock since their 2023 engagement, his low-key charm a counterpoint to her luminous intensity. The guest list read like a Rolodex of Hollywood royalty, a constellation of talents whose collective star power could eclipse the California sun. Paris Hilton arrived in a feathered gown that rustled like whispers, her DJ set later spinning tracks that blended old-school glamour with EDM pulses. Zoe Saldana, elegant in emerald silk echoing her Guardians of the Galaxy greens, chatted animatedly with Cara Delevingne, whose punk princess vibe, tattoos peeking from a lace sheath, added edge to the elegance. Camila Cabello, fresh from her own chart toppers, serenaded the couple with an impromptu acoustic rendition of Havana, her voice weaving through the night air like Cuban cigar smoke. Comedy heavyweights Steve Martin and Martin Short, Swift's only Murders in the Building co-stars, traded bantering toasts that had Gomez in stitches, while Paul Rudd, ever the ageless charmer, led an impromptu conga line with Ashley Park, whose Joy Luck Club poise shone in a Handbach-inspired number. Ed Sheeran, the ginger troubadour whose collaborations with Swift span albums, capped the evening with a private set, his acoustic guitar strumming perfect, as fireworks bloomed overhead. Swift's SiriusXM reflections extended beyond the nuptials, touching on serendipitous reunions that amplified the weekend's magic. I saw Ed there and we just started reminiscing about performing, those sweaty stages, the roar of crowds, she shared, her tone laced with nostalgia for the grind that birthed their empires. Sheeran, who penned Everything Has Changed with her on Red, echoed the sentiment in his own posts, calling the event a love letter to forever. For Swift, the wedding was a mirror to her own life. Engaged to Travis Kelce since a surprise 2024 proposal under Kansas City Stadium lights, she saw in Gomez's joy a preview of her future, one where music and marriage harmonize. I'm just so happy and she deserves it so much, Swift continued, her words a mantra for friends who've weathered storms together. You only wish that for people you know? It was this vulnerability, the pop princess allowing a glimpse of her heart, that resonated most, humanizing the $4 million spectacle into something profoundly personal. The event's extravagance, while eye-watering, was deliberate. Gomez, whose rare beauty line has donated millions to mental health causes, infused the affair with purpose. Table centerpieces doubled as take-home planters for charity auctions, and the menu, sourced from local farms, featured plant-based options honoring her health journey. Blanco, ever the producer, curated a playlist that transitioned seamlessly from ceremony strings to dance floor bangers, his touches evident in the bespoke light show projecting their initials and constellation patterns. Amid the revelry, quieter moments stood out, Gomez and Swift stealing away to a garden bench for tears and toasts, their laughter mingling with the ocean's hush. In the broader narrative of celebrity weddings, this one stood apart, not for its scale but its soul. Swift's endorsement, delivered with the authenticity of a sister, elevated it from tabloid fodder to touchstone, reminding us that beneath the veils and vows lies the real extravagance, enduring love. As Gomez and Blanco jetted off to a Maldivian honeymoon, their union a melody yet unwritten, Swift's words lingered, a harmonious coda to a weekend where friendship, like the best ballads, steals the show. Word count, 1,456. Weight that's under 1,500. Let me expand.